Hi YouTube and welcome back to Tamara's Tarot and Oracle channel. I'm feeling a tad bit under the weather, so forgive me for sounding all nasally and congested. I thought I would hop on board and participate in the 100 questions that nobody asks. I've watched a few really great videos and it looks like a lot of fun, and I was kind of hemming and hawing and wondering if, kind of a little bit personal, some of the questions, but that's okay. I mean, you don't have to answer anything you don't feel comfortable answering, right? So let's get started. I'm just going to look them up on my phone. Okay. Uh-oh, there we go. Okay. I don't want to take too long because there are 100 of them. So number 1, do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? Closed. Because as I believe Brian Cormac Carr mentioned, he doesn't want to see these eyes staring back at, out at him. When I was maybe grade 3, about 8 years old, I saw the movie Witches, based on the novel by Roald Dahl. Fantastic writer, author. And they turned that into a movie starring Angelica Houston, who was terrifying. And when they peeled off their human faces and revealed their witch faces, they were the freakiest, scariest, most terrifying thing I had ever seen. And I am very particular about sleeping. I never used to sleep with my back towards the cupboard. Now I do, but I'm still a little bit conscious of it. It's so funny how things from your childhood kind of just sit there and simmer, and every so often, decide to come out and play. But yeah, I always sort of thought of her yellow eyes glowing in the dark. And so I have one of those old, sliding closet doors with 4 doors, and they all slide back and forth. And it doesn't 100% touch the wall. So there's always been a little gap. And so, it's as closed as it's going to get, but I still I don't think of it like I used to, but I remembered that always being in the forefront of my mind. So yeah, I absolutely cannot have closet doors open. It doesn't matter where I am. They always have to be shut. Okay. Question number 2. Sorry, every time my phone goes off, I have to scroll back up. Number 2. Oh my goodness, where are you, number 2? Do you take the shampoos and conditioner bottles from hotels? I do not, only because I don't use what they supply. I usually bring my own, and oftentimes leave those bottles there just because, they'd make such a mess to repack, and it's pretty wasteful. But when I do pack them, I put them in Ziploc bags to make sure everything's tight, and if anything does spill, at least it'll all be contained. Because I've had that happen. That's not fun. That kind of cleanup is you open your luggage and you just want to crawl under somewhere and not come back out. But yeah, I bring my own toiletries, so I'm not so much a fan of usually. I mean, I think I have used them before, but I'm not interested in. Yeah. Number 3, do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or out? So I have a duvet and a duvet cover. I don't, that's just tucked out. I don't like my feet sticking out at the end of the bed though, because I don't know. And I don't like when I sit up and I put my feet on the floor and then whatever's under my bed. I don't know. It's so silly. Gosh. Number 4. Have you stolen a street sign before? No, but I knew somebody that almost did for me, because my name's Tamara and the street sign was, or still is, Tamarack. So, yeah, but no. 5. Do you like to use Post-it notes? No. I am not the most organized person. I'm not super disorganized, but no, Post-it notes is not really my thing. I'd end up losing them, which sort of defeats the whole purpose. Number 6, do you cut out coupons but then never use them? No, I don't really cut out coupons. I mean, you give your email address at the cash and maybe Michael's. I might use something there, the arts and crafts store. But generally speaking, no. Sephora, not really a coupon person. Everything's like via email now. You can just flash them on your phone but yeah, no, not really. 7, would you rather be attacked by a big bear or a swarm of bees? I've seen The Reverend. I hated that movie. I'm allergic to, bees and bugs in general, like mosquito bites and things like that. I get a pretty adverse reaction. I don't have an EpiPen, but when I was a kid and I got stung in my hand, I think it was in grade 3, my hands were behind my back and I guess they were moving around and the bee felt threatened. So he decided to sting me. The stinger fell out, but my entire hand up to my shoulder, was my left side, went completely numb. I had to wear a sling, not for long, but yeah, I completely just lost all sensation and that was not fun. So I feel like when I was a kid, whatever reactions I had to, bites and stings was a lot worse, but it's still not pleasant. And can I say neither? It's an option. Number 8, do you have freckles? Yes, I do. I have quite a few on my nose and I call them beauty marks. Not like an insane amount, but yes, I do. I am fair skinned, so I think oftentimes fair skinned people do tend to have more freckles. Not all the time, but sometimes. 9, do you always smile for pictures? Yes, unless it's a passport picture, your driver's license, health card, because then I just look scary. They never turn out well. And the people that, it does turn out well for are just, I don't know, completely symmetrical or something, because it's just, no. But yes, otherwise I do 99.999% of the time. A couple of YouTube pictures, though, thumbnails I posted that maybe I'm not full on smiling, but if you smile in every picture, it gets kind of boring. I just kind of wanted to have some variation. Number 10, what is your biggest pet peeve? Oh my goodness. I was just thinking about this actually. I have 3 that come to mind. Sorry. So number 1, when people leave their shopping carts in a parking space, especially one that I'm about to turn into and I don't see it until the last second and my car is already at a 45-degree angle. But just generally speaking, when people do not return their carts to their proper place, it's laziness. You know who you are. Have I ever been guilty of it? Not that I can remember because I'm so conscious of it. And it's just something that if we just took a few extra seconds out of our day, at the very least, just move it out of the way so it's not in a parking space. I mean, I've often seen carts on the curb, the bit of the grab, and you're killing the grass. I mean, just put them back. And it's not fair for the people that work in the supermarkets and they have to go and round them all up and everything. And I know it's part of their job, but I mean, come on, just common decency. Another pet peeve of mine is when someone parks too close to you. Yep. Not that I've never done that, but it's certainly not intentional. And then I fix my parking. But I've seen it happen and I'm in the car and someone's door will slam open and hit my car door or somewhere in my car, and I will have a few words. I'll try and be nice, but it's so unnecessary and uncalled for, especially in this one particular situation where somebody had so much space to park, but they chose to park right on top of me. And I guess they had a big van or something. Guys, come on. If you have a big SUV or a van, give yourself more room. Be conscientious of the people around you. Can you imagine all the times that I'm not there and that people knock their car in? I mean, you can imagine, right? It's happened to all of us where, and also on windy days, I always make sure I hold the car door for dear life. But I mean, it happens. And, and my God, if I ever did anything and I left damage, I'd leave my contact information because I would really hope that somebody would do the same for me. That's all I'm going to say. My third pet peeve, unrelated to the first 2, because the first 2 seem like a common theme, a common thread there. Short shorts. Some females look amazing in them. I'm not for them because I find them incredibly unhygienic. Think about it. You're sitting down on surfaces. They're so short that they're basically up your you-know-what. Everything's kind of hanging out and all over those surfaces that you're sitting on. And those surfaces are secreting stuff, oils, sweat, whatever else. And I just find it very unhygienic. I find them great for the beach. They're not my thing. I've never been a fan of them. I've never myself worn them. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but yeah, no, not a fan. And I just feel like it's nice to wear a longer short, like a Bermuda or something mid-thigh. I just feel like it's a more substantial item of clothing. I'm also in my 30s, so okay. Where are we? Number 11. Do you ever count your steps when you walk? No. I'm a little OCD, but no, not with that. 12. Have you peed in the woods? Once, and only because I had to. There was absolutely no choice. I made one of the guys get some toilet paper from his car because I just couldn't imagine, like, use a leaf. Like, God, what if something's on the leaf and then I get some kind of adverse allergic reaction? I was in some kind of, I think it was like a beach, and there were no facilities, and it wasn't really my thing. P.S. I have never peed in the ocean. I have tried. I've been dared to because I've basically said I've never done it, and the other person was like, that's ridiculous. Everyone does it. And I can't. I cannot do it. That's all I'm going to say. 13. Have you ever pooped in the woods? That's the next question. No. In fact, sometimes I've come home just to do that, and I won't do it in a public place. I personally don't like public washrooms, but unless it's like do or die, no, I'm going to wait till I come home. Do you ever dance even if there's no music playing? Yeah, I'm silly. I'm goofy. I work with kids, you know. Yeah, I guess so. 15. Do you chew your pens and pencils? No. I used to chew my nails, and I don't anymore. Not really, no. I just maybe bite the skin, or it's gross, but no. Generally speaking, no. How many people have you slept with this week? Let's see. Is it okay for guys to wear pink? Absolutely. And anyone who says are just silly. 20. Do you still watch cartoons? Not really. I mean, the last Disney movie I saw was Moana. I thought it was fantastic. I think they're really well done. I mean, I love She-Ra and He-Man and Thundercats, and I need to actually just like set aside some time and binge watch those on YouTube, although you can get the DVDs or download or whatever, so I'm not against them. 21. What is your least favorite movie? Last Tango in Paris. I hated that movie. And I found out that in real life, that scene where he butters himself up and basically has his way with her was real. It was a live action scene. It was basically she was raped. Absolutely horrific. Yeah, that movie just turned my stomach. Remember I had it on DVD. I used to buy a lot of DVDs, and it just repulsed me to the point where I just gave it to one of my friends, and he gave it away to someone who was like a big movie buff and would appreciate that movie for other qualities, I suppose. But yeah, I just found it just made me feel sick to my stomach. Okay, number 22. Where would you bury hidden treasure if you had some? Probably in my closet, because I have everything in there from my childhood, all neatly tucked away in these large Tupperware containers. But I feel like I'm a bit of a pack rat, but not in like a super messy way. It's a little bit organized, I guess you could say, but I don't like parting with things. And all my things from my childhood are more or less in pretty immaculate condition. So minus the Barbie's hair that I chopped off. But my mom, she redressed them, and she used a bit of paint and touched up their, like, oh my gosh. Anyway, it's a whole other discussion. Number 23. What do you drink with dinner? Water. I drink a lot of water. I read somewhere, I mean, obviously it's depending on your size and your weight and everything, but females, just because generally speaking, we have a smaller stature, should drink about 2 liters, and males 3. But I mean, yeah. And not to drink too quickly, because you can flood your organs and drown yourself. And I had a drinking water contest with a colleague of mine a while back, and it was so stupid. I mean, we both just chugged, I don't even know, and I felt so sick. Like, it's really dangerous. You don't do that. But But yes, water is my drink of choice. Where am I? What is your favorite food? Oh no, sorry, I skipped one. Okay, sorry, 24. What do you dip a chicken nugget in? I don't eat chicken nuggets. I tend to try and stay away from breaded food. I grew up loving chicken nuggets, McDonald's chicken nuggets, or even like going to Jack Astor's or whatever restaurant. Like it would always be chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets. So I suppose back then it was sweet and sour or plum sauce. What is your favorite food? Cereal. I love cereal, but I've had to not eat cereal, like the kind that I like, because they're so high in sugar and stuff. So I eat a cereal by Organics. It's a product that is sold here in Canada, like at Loblaws or No Frills, and it's pretty good. It has all these different grains, very little sugar. I just like that crunchiness. It's very satisfying. What movies could you watch over and over again and still love? Oh gosh, I'm a big movie buff. I can't really, there's just, I can't, I mean, if you can kind of see my old school DVDs, and I mean, I have hundreds of movies. God, I could see okay, this is probably not the most obvious one, but Romeo and Juliet, Franco Zeffirelli's 1968 version with Olivia Hussey and Leonard Whiting. Freaking beautiful, beautiful film. And I must have watched it. I think I was 14 when I first discovered it, and I just absolutely fell madly in love with it. And the soundtrack, who's the soundtrack? Hans Zimmer? No, not Hans Zimmer. Franco Zeffirelli was the director. It's going to bother me now. But anyway, it's just gorgeous. Everything about it, filmed in Italy. Gorgeous acting, tragic love story. I mean, what's there not to love? 27. Last person you kissed or kissed you? I don't kiss and tell. Number 28. Were you ever a boy Girl Scout? No, I was not. I was camp counselor. 29. Would you ever strip or pose nude in a magazine? Yes. Should I admit that? If it was tastefully done. Not strip, but if it was tastefully done in a magazine, sure. You know, there's photographers that you can, they come to your house and you can do like a private session, and they're just photos for yourself. And you can just hold on to them and keep them as like this, you know, special like keepsake, and look back on them and be like, yeah, damn, I was, you know, I had it going on. I work with kids, so I probably would not do that. 30. When was the last time you wrote a letter to someone on paper? Like an actual proper letter, like Dear So-and-so, sincerely, Tamara? Oh gosh, I can't remember. I write little notes at work and stuff, but that's a good question. I know it's terrible how technology's taken over in some ways, right? It's just like, what's, you know, ever happened to that good old, I can't speak, good old fashioned letter, love letter even. And in fact, I've saved my love letters from when I was a kid. 31. Can you change the oil on a car? No, I should learn. 32. Ever gotten a speeding ticket? Yes, about 3. 33. Ever run out of gas? No, but I've come close. 34. What's your favorite kind of sandwich? It's very British of me to say this, I suppose, but I love cream cheese and cucumber. 35. Best thing to eat for breakfast? Cereal. 36. What is your usual bedtime? On average, probably about, well, during the week, 11-ish. Last night, though, I took Benadryl and I conked out like 9:30. That's crazy. Then I was also awake like 5:30. Are you lazy? I am Taurus. Taurus is the bull. We tend to be at times, but not when I'm super passionate about something, and not when I want to get something done, but I can be, especially when I'm sick. 38. When you were a kid, what did you dress up as for Halloween? Oh gosh, various things. One year I dressed up as Cindy Crawford. How do you dress up as Cindy Crawford, you ask? I put my hair up in some kind of like messy stylistic bun with some pieces and a little beauty mark and kind of like this fashiony. outfit. I don't know. That's just the first thing that springs to mind. Oh gosh, I lost my place. 39. What is your Chinese astrological sign? I am the dog. 1982. 40. How many languages can you speak? I know like some words in French, but no, English. I do know some words in Yiddish. Schnoz, nose, Capola, head. Okay, I'll stop right there. 41. Do you have any magazine subscriptions? No. 42. Which are better, Legos or Lincoln Logs? I'm not sure what the second one is. I grew up with Lego and DreamWorks, which was the female or more girly version of Lego. And my gosh, my sister and I, we had tremendous fun with that. 43. Are you stubborn? Absolutely. 44. Who is better, Leno or Letterman? I don't really care for either one, to be honest. I don't know. Conan O'Brien? 45. Ever watch soap operas? Yes. I grew up watching As the World Turns with my mom, which is long since over. I even watched a bit of Passions, and that didn't last long. That was just a bunch of good-looking people who kind of sort of knew how to act, but not really. And it was just, I don't know. One of those guilty sins, I suppose. Guilty pleasures, I mean. 46. Are you afraid of heights? Not especially. I don't like roller coasters because I'm a wuss, but that's just because that drop. And since I've gotten older, I just don't really, it doesn't do anything for me. Like I remember going to Canada's Wonderland a few years back, and I hadn't like done that kind of thing in a while. And I went on this one roller coaster, Thunder Run, just went around and around the mountain. I came off and I felt nauseous and my head hurt, and it's just like, oh please, those things are not that healthy for you. Like they just jiggle and jolt everything around, and nah, no thanks. Do you sing in the car? No, not really. And do you sing in the shower? I have, I guess, and more like when I was taking a bath when I was younger, but no, not really. Although my voice does sound surprisingly better in the bathroom. It must be the acoustics. Do you dance in the car? I've seen that though. My God, I saw like this, I think mom and her kids full out dancing behind me in their minivan. It was so funny and fun to watch. Ever used a gun? No, I'm very much against guns. When the kids pretend they're shooting people, no, I don't like that. Maybe when I was a kid, like a water gun, not my thing. 51, last time you got a portrait taken by a photographer. I want to say my sister's wedding about almost a year ago. Do you think musicals are cheesy? Yeah, most are. I do have a bunch of soundtracks though, but my absolute favorite of all times is Phantom of the Opera. I've seen it 3 times, and it's actually here in Toronto, and I need to physically restrain myself from seeing it a 4th time. First time was London, 2nd time New York, 3rd time Toronto. I didn't get to see it while it was here for its longest run in Toronto when I was a kid because my dad didn't think I'd appreciate opera and ballet. Boy, was he wrong. We saw Showboat instead. Is Christmas stressful? So not for me, no. I mean, it is in the sense that malls are chaotic and I don't really like overcrowded places in general. But I do love the season because I love the festivity. Yes. The spirit, just the energy and like that kind of thing, like just the lights and and the music gets a bit too much after a while, but I do not celebrate Christmas. So, in that sense, it's not like I don't have to worry about giving everybody gifts and racking up like 10 different credit card bills. And one's enough. 54. Ever eat a pierogi? Yes, I have. They're not the healthiest. I used to work at a school who made them in the cafeteria. 55. Favorite type of fruit pie? Ooh, like blackberry or like mixed berry, or I just like pie, any pie really. Not so much lemon or lime. 56. Occupations you wanted to be when you were a kid? I wanted to be Christy Turlington. I was in grade 7 and I just wanted to be her. I just thought she was stunning and so angelic and beautiful, and I don't know. I used to have a subscription, maybe not a subscription. I used to buy top model magazines, and I made like a whole thing on my wall, like I was, yeah, like the real supermodels of like the 90s. Those were yeah, that didn't happen. And I somehow don't think ever will, but that's okay. 57, do you believe in ghosts? Yes, I do. 58, have ever had a deja vu feeling? Yes, I have often. 59, do you take a vitamin daily? Not lately. 60, do you wear slippers? Yes, I do. Do you wear a bathrobe? 61. I do, not so much in the summer, but I do have one hanging behind my bathroom door. 62, what do you wear to bed? T-shirt or tank and underwear. Sometimes shorts or pajama bottoms, but I guess, yeah. Lost track of where I am. What was your first concert? Moist. I was 14. 64, Walmart, Target, or Kmart. Well, we don't really have Kmart here anymore. We used to. And Target didn't really last long because the States is way better. Walmart I go to for certain things, but quite honestly, I don't really go to any of them. I mostly go to like at Longo's, Loblaws, Whole Foods. I don't know. Yeah. 65, Nikes or Adidas. I have a pair of Nikes, but not really either. 66, Cheetos or Fritos. I mean, I don't really eat junk food, but I guess Cheetos. Have I ever had Fritos? I don't think so. 67, peanuts or sunflower seeds. Probably sunflower seeds, but I do love peanut butter. There's also sunflower seed butter. I don't think I've tried that. 68, I love almond butter, by the way. 68, ever hear of the group Très Bien? No, but I have now. 69, ever take dance lessons? Yes. I took about a year of tap when I was about 8 or 9, and a few years of jazz from about 15 to about 18, 19. That's where I met one of my best friends. We've been friends ever since. 70, is there a profession you picture your future spouse doing? No, as long as, you enjoy what you're doing. 71, can you curl your tongue? Yes. Awkward. 72, ever won a spelling bee? No, I've never done a spelling bee. No. Have you ever cried because you were so happy? I think so, from laughing. Those are the best, those fits of laughter. I wish it would happen more often. 74, own any record albums? No. 75, own a record player? No. 76, do you regularly burn incense? Not regularly, because certain people are offended by the smell and the smoke and everything, and but I do, and I like them. And yeah. Ever been in love? Wouldn't you like to know? 78, who would you like to see in concert? Sade. I missed my opportunity, and I hope she comes again. Her music is just so sensual, and yeah. 79, what was the last concert you saw? Kenny G with my mom, and he is amazing. 80, hot tea or cold tea? Hot tea. Yeah. 81, tea or coffee? I drink tea, not really coffee, but when I am desperate enough to be woken up, I need coffee. And now I'm kind of getting into iced coffee, so I guess if I had to ask hot or cold coffee, I'd say cold coffee. 82, sugar cookies or snickerdoodles? Neither. 83, can you swim well? No. In fact, I put up such a fuss as a kid because I was too afraid to put my face underwater, and to this day I still use my fingers to block my nose. I mean, jumping in the pool, certainly. I can definitely not always have to do it going underwater, but it's just like an extra precaution. I can swim, but I'm not phenomenal by any means. 84, can you hold your breath without holding your nose? That's so funny. Yes, but I prefer not to. 85, are you patient? When I have to be. I work with children, so yeah, but not for adults. There's no excuse. 86, DJ or band at a wedding? Band. Nothing beats live music. The ambiance and the energy and everything is just magical. 87, ever won a contest? Yes, I was at a camp. I was a counselor. I won for my cabin because I made an absolute and total fool of myself, and it was well worth it. 88, have you ever had plastic surgery? No. I would never voluntarily go under the knife. I've had surgeries in my past, but that was because for health reasons, and I didn't really have a choice. 89, which are better, black or green olives? It's funny, I just had this conversation recently. I think black. 90, can you knit or crochet? No, I wouldn't have the patience. 91, best room for a fireplace? I guess like a living room? How original. 92, do you want to get married? I'm not sure. 93, if married, how long have you been married? 94, who was your high school crush? I'm not telling. 95, do you cry and throw a fit until you get your own way? I have, I suppose, but I don't recommend it. And I don't like it when kids do that, so don't do it. 96, do you have kids? No. Do you want kids? One day. What is your favorite color? Blue/purple. Do you miss anyone right now? Yeah. 100. Who are you going to tag to do this next video? Anyone who wants to participate. So there you have it. And before I go, I was sent a really awesome text this morning that I thought I would share, and I said that I would upon making my next YouTube video. Okay. I'll read it very quickly before I go. How long is my video? Oh my goodness, half an hour. Purpose is an essential element of you. Finding one's purpose, whatever it may be, is crucial, perhaps even more so than chasing after a career. Purpose is the reason you are on the planet at this particular time in history. Your very existence is wrapped up in the things you are here to fulfill. Whatever you choose for a path, remember the struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose. So, I just thought I'd leave you on that little note, and I hope everyone's having an enjoyable day and evening, and thank you so much for watching Tamara's Tarot and Oracle channel, and I'll see everyone very soon. Take care.